Dusk bled into Willow Creek. A veil of mist clung to the woods, obscuring the ancient trees. My every instinct screamed at me to turn back, to escape. This was madness. This was where legends died. My hands trembled as I cut the engine. Silence, an unnatural, heavy silence pressed in, broken only by the distant, lonely cry of an owl. I was here for answers, for closure, for her. My footsteps echoed on the pavement, each one a hammer blow against the silence. The air grew colder. The hair on my arms prickled. Unease coiled in my gut. The old Victorian house loomed before me, dark and imposing. Its windows were vacant eyes watching me, judging me. A low moan drifted from the woods, sending shivers down my spine. I paused, heart pounding. A gust of wind or something else? I shook off the fear. I'd come too far to turn back now. Taking a deep breath, I stepped inside. The air inside was heavy with the scent of decay and dust. Cobwebs clung to every surface, and the only light came from the sliver of moon shining through the grimy windows. I wandered through the house, each room a mirror of the last. Empty, decaying, forgotten. The silence was oppressive, broken only by the creaking of the house and the frantic beating of my own heart. Then I heard it again, that soft, mournful moan. Closer now, it seemed to come from the walls themselves, as if the house itself were alive and in pain. Fear wrapped its icy fingers around my throat. I wasn't alone. The shadows seemed to deepen, twisting and contorting in the dim light. The temperature plummeted, and I pulled my jacket tighter around myself. My breath rose in ragged clouds before me. Whispers danced at the edge of my hearing, unintelligible murmurs that sent chills racing down my spine. I spun around searching for the source, but there was nothing there. Then I felt it, a cold spot directly in front of me. The air grew heavy as if an unseen presence had entered the room. I wasn't imagining it. I could feel the weight of its gaze upon me. Panic welled up inside me, threatening to overwhelm me. I had to get out of there. Now. I stumbled back, my heart pounding against my ribs. As I fumbled for the doorknob, I saw it, a flash of movement in the shadows at the end of the hall. A figure tall and gaunt, with eyes that glowed an unnatural green. Terror lent speed to my limbs. I didn't wait to see more. I fled, my breath catching in my throat as I raced through the darkened house, desperate to escape the nightmare that had ensnared me. I burst out of the house and into the night, gasping for air. The legends were true. Willow Creek was haunted, and now I was a part of its bloody legacy. The forest seemed to close in around me, the trees like silent sentinels in the moonlight. I could hear footsteps pounding behind me, heavy and relentless. It was chasing me. I risked a glance over my shoulder. The figure stood at the edge of the woods, silhouetted against the moonlit sky. Its eyes glowed with an eerie light, and a cold dread washed over me. I had to get to my car. It was my only hope. Adrenaline surged through me as I sprinted through the undergrowth. Thorns tore at my clothes, branches whipped at my face, but I didn't dare slow down, not while it was still hunting me. I reached the clearing where I'd left my car, only to find it gone, vanished. I was trapped. Despair threatened to consume me. I spun around, searching for the figure, but it was gone. The woods were silent, the air still and heavy. Then I heard it, a soft, mournful sigh right behind me. I didn't turn around. I couldn't. I knew what I would see. The icy fingers of fear closed around my heart. Suddenly, a pair of headlights cut through the darkness. A truck. I didn't hesitate. I ran towards it, waving my arms frantically. The truck screeched to a halt beside me. The driver, a burly man with a kind face, looked at me with concern. "You okay?" he asked. I didn't answer. I just pointed back towards the house, my voice failing me. He followed my gaze, his brow furrowing. "Get in," he said finally. I didn't need to be told twice. I scrambled into the truck, slamming the door behind me. As we pulled away, I risked one last glance back at the house. The figure was gone, but I could still feel its eyes on me, cold and malevolent. I never went back to Willow Creek. The memory of that night still haunts me. The chilling whispers, the icy touch, the terrifying spectre in the moonlight. Some say the house has stood empty ever since. Others whisper that it's best not to go looking for answers in Willow Creek, that some secrets are better left buried. I don't know what I saw that night, a ghost, a figment of my imagination. But one thing I know for sure, Willow Creek is a place of darkness where the veil between this world and the next is thin, and sometimes the things that haunt us are real.